Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. We're in Brunswick, Georgia. We made the trip down 95 to the city of Brunswick. Beautiful, brand new ballpark here at the Brunswick High School. Opened up in 2016, I believe is what I read. And tonight, or this afternoon, the Richmond Hill Wildcats will be taking on the Brunswick High School Pirates. I have Paul Green and Tim Melhorn here, right here on Low Country Radio. If you tuned in, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back as soon as we do the national anthem and do all the good stuff. We'll be back shortly.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to listen. That's actually the other way where we listen to you. Oh, my God. Yeah. We just held a microphone up and let him say it, and that's who's batting now. Oh, yeah? I love it.
He's in his own world, too, audience. He'd rather ride that tractor than eat when he's smoking. Yeah.
I think when they make you the head coach, they must do the arts the same way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that Coach O?
But he won't, I mean,
I think I've never seen him drag a field before.
Coach O.
I'll ask my boy, hey, how was practice today?
Coach Otto.
We pick grass clippings all day.
Working on our getting down skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Get that butt down. Radio.com. Thanks for tuning in. We are live here in Brunswick, Georgia. A little short trip south down 95 from Richmond Hill as the Richmond Hill Wildcats are getting prepared to take on the Brunswick Pirates. I have Tim Milhorn and Paul Green here with me. This is Freddie Howell with Low Country Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, guys.
Hey, Freddie.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Tim, I got you. Freddie, I couldn't hear you.
You don't
but
have me?
hey, that's okay, though. We're here live at Brunswick High School, home of the Pirates. The Pirates are coached by James Oddie. They come into tonight's game at a 9-5 and 0-0. This is the region opener for both teams. Starting lineup for the Pirates. We got Smith playing center field, batting first, leading off, and he's number 6. Number 5 in catching is the second batter. Number 21 playing left field, Waters. He's batting third. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, number 16, the third baseman, Jay Benton. And on the mound tonight is Cox, and he'll be DH'd by Richburg. Treywick, the shortstop, is batting 6th. The second baseman is batting 7th, Goff. Playing first base and batting 8th is Clayton. And batting 9th and playing right field is Neugenbauer. Now for the Wildcats. The Wildcats batting off, leading off and playing second base is Braden Henley. Batting second, playing shortstop, Rick Mitchell. Batting third and playing right field, Jackson Finley. Batting fifth and DHing is Casey Green. Batting sixth is Evan Vaughn. Now that would have been Casey's batting cleanup. And Evan Vaughn's batting fifth and playing first base. Batting sixth and catching is Kip Gibson. Batting seventh and playing center field is Chris Sewell. Batting eighth and playing third base, Will McGrath. Batting ninth and playing left field is Will Schumann. On the mound for the Wildcats tonight is Michael Menhardt. Hey, I tell you, we're hoping he has another great outing like he did a couple weeks ago, don't you think, Tim?
Oh, yeah. He had, well, it was last week. On Wednesday, he went 3 solid innings, had no hit ball, and came in and I think they had pitch count on him, and so they went ahead and pulled him in the third. Made it interesting. We ended up pulling it out, but Michael is a very mechanical, very methodical, gets ahead of the hitters, and is a very stingy on his pitch count. So yeah, we're looking for another great outing for Michael. Hopefully the mound is in his liking. It's again, it's a brand new ballpark. It's only a year old, and this is their first region game here.
Beautiful facility.
Oh yeah, very nice, absolutely gorgeous. It's being watered down right now without a hose, which is the infield is getting the dust knocked down off of it, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, both coaches are on home plate discussing the game with the
getting
umpires.
The ground rules.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we'd like to remind everybody, if you dial the number 701-801-0706, that automatically connects you live right to us. So please call the number. Plus, we're on YouTube tonight,
yes,
too.
we are. Yeah, we're on YouTube, so you can check us out live streaming on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and search for lowcountryradio.com or Low Country Radio, excuse me, and you can find us there and subscribe to our channel, and you can watch this game and all the previous games, or most all the previous games on there.
Yep. Give us a big thumbs up if you like us. If you like us on Facebook, you can like us on Twitter. You can give us a tweet. Let us know how we're doing. And going back to Michael starting tonight, he's got sitting on a 0.67 ERA, and it's got him down as 4 wins, no losses. But I can actually count one loss that he had in Statesboro, the game that will not be mentioned again. And
we don't like to talk about that night.
We don't like to talk about that ball game. That was a hit parade by the Blue Devils of Statesboro. So we'll put that in our past. But Michael again is one tough hombre when it comes to being stingy with the strike zone and hitting the spots when he needs to. So we look forward to this outing, and we've got some hitters, Paul. And if you want to rattle off some of our top 4 batting averages there.
Yeah, we do. For the Wildcats, leading the way is Braden Henley with a 421 batting average. Right behind him is Rick Mitchell at 405, and then Will Schumann, the speedy left fielder, is at 360, and Jackson Finley at 342, and all of them sitting on about 12 games played.
And also, one of the things that we highlighted in our stats was the on-base percentage. Some of our players have got an unbelievable on-base percentage.
Yes, they do. Leading the way is Will Schumann with 514, and then it's Brady at 476. Rick Mitchell at 405, and then we got a bunch well over the 350 mark. Casey Green's right below at 346. You got Jackson Finley at 381. Brandon Becker 364. Chris Sewell 323. Kip Gibson 333, right at 1/3. Along with Will McGrath is right at 1/3 also. Rick Mitchell's got the most stolen base for the Wildcats at 8, and Sewell and Menhart have 5 apiece. And these stats come straight off maxpreps.com, so feel free to check them out. Air-wise, something
Henley
feel we need to work on. Rick Mitchell's leading that way, and
yeah, Max Preps gets those stats from what we provide them, or not from us, but
whoever the coaching staff
exactly.
is that actually does the inputs, and those are the things that we were looking at as well.
So
looks pretty comparable to the Brunswick Pirates there.
Yeah, Brunswick Pirates
Paul,
are coming
what do you
in.
think?
They're coming in with a 9-5. There we go. They're coming in with a 9-5 record. Overall team total, they got a 296 batting average with a 371 on base percentage. They have hit 5 home runs.
Yeah, they got 5 dingers.
They got 5 dingers. We're not sure the
can't get the dimensions here.
The yardage here.
Yep.
But let's take a break. We're going to do the national anthem, and we'll come back.
There you go. Thanks for tuning in. Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. We'll be back
Good
after.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brunswick Ballpark.
Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. We're back here in Brunswick, Georgia. We're getting ready to take on the Brunswick Pirates. The Richmond Hill Wildcats are. That is. I'm here with Tim Melhorn and Paul Green. And Paul, how about let's throw some love out to our sponsors.
Pay some bills, Paul.
Hey, let's hear it for Cone Cranes, our major sponsor. Cone Cranes is a world-leading group of lifting businesses serving a broad range of customers, including manufacturing and process industries, shipyards, ports, and terminals. Regardless of your lifting needs, Cone Cranes is committed to providing you with lifting equipment and services that increase the value and effectiveness of your business. Cone Cranes, give them a call at 912-963-0507. We'd also like to thank Palmer Chiropractic, Smoking Pig, My Grandfather's Place, Granger Honda, Expert Care Urgent Care, and Miter Surveying. Hey, big thanks to all of our sponsors, Low Country Radio and Wildcat Baseball. Hey, we're getting ready to start the first pitch here at Braden Henley as he walks into the batter's box.
Slowly to the plate. Probably Braden's going to stand in on the left. He is, because he is a switch hitter. And he does. He looks like he's doing a little gardening in the left-hand batter's box.
Number 8, Brandon Henley.
We're at a beautiful new park right here in Brunswick, Georgia. The sun's to the right of us in the press box, and it's to the west. The wind's blowing in from the southwest right in our face, so right in the batter's face.
First pitch taken and delivered from Marshall Cox is a called strike on the outside corner. Marshall's about 5'10", 5'11", goes probably about 185, 190. Right-handed pitcher for Brunswick. Here's the wind in the pitch. Taken outside. Trying to cut a fastball over the outside corner. Missed. Count goes even at 1-1. Top half of the first here, Brunswick Pirate Stadium, on the grounds of Brunswick High School. Marshall comes set. Henley stands back in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, out of play. Count goes to 1-2. Got the JV playing today down in
Liberty County.
Down in Liberty County.
I don't know what the score is yet. I'll check and see.
We know somebody's two for something right now.
Yes. A single and a double.
How about that, baby?
Count 1-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hit to the right side. Base hit through the hole.
Hey, what a way to start the game. Brady Henley doing his job right there as a leadoff hitter, getting on base with a little shot right between shortstop and third base.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean line drive. Had a ball with eyes.
Spring is sprung today, guys.
Yes,
Today's
it has.
First day of spring.
First day of
This
spring.
Is, beautiful baseball weather.
Hopefully the grass starts turning green because it's all brown looking right now.
Not here, though. This field's beautiful. And
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It looks like the 9th grade is winning 4-2.
4-2 over Liberty.
Hey, next up for the Wildcats is Rick Mitchell, the shortstop.
Rick stands in. Henley gets his lead. Cox comes set. Here's the throw over to first, checking the runner. He's back safely.
Looks like Brady was leaning a little bit maybe on that one.
I don't know. I don't even think he's gotten a secondary lead. He's just kind of.
Yeah.
He's just checking him. Marshall's just checking him. Marshall's got the ball back in the stretch. First time he's had to throw from the stretch because we've already got a hit today. Here's a pitch on the outside, taken for a ball. No balls, 1 strike. Or excuse me, 1 ball, no strikes. No outs here. Top half of the first. Henley's getting his lead off of first. Cox looks over, comes set. Here's the pitch.
He goes.
There's a breaking pitch.
Ah.
Hit up the middle. He
No,
gets into
no.
the bag,
They're both there.
and he's out
Oh.
at first. But Henley, speedy down. It was a slow roller over the pitcher's mound. Shortstop comes up with it and tries to tag the bag, but Henley had already made it there. So it goes in the books as a sacrifice. He does move the runner up to second.
Now batting number 18, Jackson.
So next up for the Wildcats, the right fielder, Jackson Finley.
Finley stands in as a tall righty against Marshall Cox, the pitcher for Brunswick Pirates. Henley's on second. We got a scoring threat now. Ball taken high. Fastball up. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here now. Top half of the first. Henley was motoring down that line, man. I think he got a jump.
Yeah, he was. The shortstop tried to take it unassisted, and just couldn't get there. Henley beat him to the bag.
Breaking ball taken outside for ball 2.
But I was surprised he was able to get Rick Mitchell, who's also got some wheels.
Yeah,
he was able to get him at first.
He looked like he kind of slipped coming out of the box, actually.
Yeah.
Cox comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a drive in
the gap.
Gap.
It's a gapper.
Might get down. It does get down. Henley had to hold up, so he's on. I think he's only going to go one bag.
Oh, he's waving him on.
He's waving him
Oh,
on.
no,
he's getting back now. He almost got caught out in the no man's land, but he does get back to third safely.
The coach was waving him on.
The cutoff went into second base, and I don't know if the coach was waving him or not. Threw up the stop sign right there at the end.
Yeah.
We do now have base runners and threats at second and third, with one out here in the top half of the first.
So Jackson Finley with the good double.
Nice little double in the gapper. Does get down.
Now batting for the Wildcats, the designated hitter, Casey Green.
Casey stands in lefty.
Now batting your DH, Casey Green.
Casey stands in lefty. He's looking down for the Suns.
There's a little pause in the timeout there. Third baseman had to remove a necklace. Umpire must have just caught it as the throw came into third.
It's understandable. It's a safety rule of Georgia High School. Cox has got himself in a little bit of a hole now with runners at second and third with one out. Marshall comes set. Casey stands in tight. Ball taken a little low. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here. Top half of the first. No score yet.
I'd like to see Casey come through right here for us.
It'd be a key hit right here in a key situation. Top half, you get on top of him first ball. Here's the pitch. Outside, taking ball 3, or taking ball 2. There is a base open at first, and Casey is batting cleanup right here. Don't know if Marshall's trying to intentionally put him on or not.
We got Evan Vaughn on the on-deck circle, so.
Casey looks in. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken way out. I think he held on to it just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Marshall didn't snap it off. Stayed out on him.
What do you think? Green light here, first inning?
3-0. Hey, with 2 on, I don't know. You know how Stacy plays his cards pretty tight to his body. So we don't know. Could be not. I would.
Oh, you're right.
I certainly would have. But that was a get me over strike. Yeah. Taking belt high, right across the plate. 3-1 now. 1 out. Top half of the first. No score yet. See if Marshall fights back here against Casey Green. Marshall comes set. Here's the pitch from Cox. There's a liner in left field as a base hit RBI. Runners coming around third. Here's going to be a play at the plate.
No.
Can't get it. The first baseman can't get it out of his glove and get a handle on it, so the runner scores. So Jackson Finley and Henley both scored there on a base hit, clean base hit to to right field by Casey Green. Casey did not advance on the throw because the first baseman still had it. But there's two RBIs there.
He started to run and then
he hesitated when he fumbled the ball.
Hey, next up for the Wildcats, Evan Vaughn. Evan's playing first base tonight.
Casey gets his lead. Marshall takes a look at him. There's the pitch inside. Swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike. Still playing with 1 out. 2 runs in now for the Wildcats. In here in the top half of the first. Marshall checks Casey Green on first. Comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a looper into right field. I think it's going to get out of play, but the right fielder's hustling over. Did not have a play on it, but he sure did make up some ground.
Yeah, that was all the way over almost into the bullpen, all the way against the fence. If there had been any more room, though,
I think the right fielder would have caught up to it. He was hustling.
Yeah.
Vaughn fouls one off to the right side. That takes the count to 0-2 now, 1 out. Catcher goes out and chit-chats with Marshall for a second, comes back. Getting ready and get set here. Evan Vaughn standing in.
This is our first region game. We want to remind everybody this is our first region game.
First of 3 with Brunswick this week.
Be home Wednesday and back here on Friday.
Ball taken low and away. He didn't chase.
Marshall Cox.
Yep. That's who's on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runner on first. Casey gets his secondary lead. Popped off to the right-hand side again. There's a little, looked like a circle change.
I love it.
Got unbelievable sound effects by
I know, that was cool.
by the announcers here. That was my truck, actually.
Yeah, it sure was. The window's going out in front of your truck.
God bless America.
Casey
There goes Casey. There's a drive in the right. Right fielder's going back on it. It's going to be out of play, and it's over the fence, out of play down the right field line. The right field line has got a bullpen in it. Then it kind of dives into the corner where the foul pole is. We got 335 down the lines here and 380 dead center. Thank you for that information, gentlemen.
Yeah, hey, we'd like to thank our hosts allowing us to come up here in the press box with them.
They're going to run us out here in a minute. Casey gets a secondary lead. Marshall comes set. There's a poke into right field. I don't know if it's going to get down, but again, fouled right at the bottom, and that right fielder's getting a workout.
I mean.
Yeah, you just camp out right there on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
That one was probably catchable there as it hit the bottom of the fence.
Vaughn's doing a good job hanging in with 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top half of the first, runner on first. 2 runs have already been pushed in by Richmond Hill with a clean base hit by Casey Green. Ball comes into play. Marshall Cox has it again. He's got Evan Vaughn down in the hole now with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vaughn's just trying to put the ball in play. He's been hitting it down the right field line. Here's the pitch. Again, pokes it off, still fighting. He chased the outside pitch, but it was about belt high, so he got a little piece of it and pushed it off to the right-hand side. Count remains at 1-2.
I'd love to see Evan get a good hit here. He's doing some good fighting. He's coming into today's game with a 167 batting average with 30 at bats. So to see him get on top here, he's due.
If you can see him get his eye right here.
Nice.
Ball taken outside, dropped by the catcher.
Yep.
But no advancement by Casey Green. Count goes to 2-2. With 1 out. Again, Casey Green on first. Evan Vaughn up at the bat. Marshall Cox on the mound for Brunswick. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Casey's going. There's a drive in the right field. That's out of here. There's a drive into right field. Right fielder goes back, makes a catch at the wall.
At the warning track.
At the warning track. Brings it back in. Wind's blowing in a little bit.
I tell you,
that's a little early call there, Paul.
I know.
Just a little early, brother. Let's see it.
That's more wishful thinking than anything.
I'm with you, brother. But
he does a good job of getting it out.
I said at the beginning of the game,
the
wind was blowing right into the batter's face.
Yes, you did.
Yep. So now we have Kip Gibson, the catcher, coming up for the Wildcats. Wildcats are up 2-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Right fielder sure did get his workout that last at bat by Evan Vaughn. Evan did a good job of keeping the ball in play. Casey was breaking on that pitch, so he had to get back. There's a foul back
behind us
by Kip. Kip's also got a hot bat. He's been swinging it pretty good. What's his batting average right now, Paul?
Kip Gibson is very hot. Kip
should be right.
He's coming in with a 297.
Yeah, he's right at 300. That's where you like to have your catchers at.
He's got 11 hits. Yeah.
Yep, right at around 300.
37 at bats.
Yep. Right around the 300 mark or better. So he's right there.
Little pause. What are we waiting on? Some balls? Okay.
Yeah, got baseballs coming into play.
Some clean white ones.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got a bunch of them now.
Yeah, got some baseballs coming into play.
Yeah.
That's all right. Kip's in no hurry. We still got
it's always nice to see an ump do that when he gets a new ball rather than just toss it to him.
Yeah.
He rubs it down for him.
Oh, yeah. Again, foul ball off to the backside over here. Casey Green off of first. Gets his lead. Marshall Cox comes set. Kip's down, no balls, 1 strike. Kip's trying to lay one down. He gets down to third base line. Third baseman charges in, makes the throw over, and gets Gibson going down by a half a step. Good play by the third baseman.
And that's the end of the top of the first.
Top of the first.
So, got 2 runs, Richmond Hill. So there's a change. I want to thank some of our sponsors. Cone Cranes is our major sponsor for Wildcat baseball this year. We want to thank Cone Cranes for coming on board and sponsoring all of our.
Freddie, did I tell you I love Cone Cranes?
I know you love Cone Cranes.
Hey, they're putting the bread on the table.
You got
gotta
that
like
right.
them.
I'll tell you what. I also want to thank Waterways Township. Waterways Township
yes, sir.
has been a sponsor with Low Country Radio and all the Wildcat athletics. And Vance and the gang down there at Waterways invites you to come down and see their homes and check them out. If you don't want to go down there, you can check them out on the web at waterwaystownship.com. So So who we got starting off here for the Brunswick Pirates?
Hey, bottom of the first, we've got 1, 2, 3. Smith, Chancellor, and Waters. Chancellor and Water are both seniors. So we got the center fielder, the catcher, and the left fielder. The catcher and the left fielder are both seniors, and then the four-hitter is also a senior.
So you got the catcher leading off?
No, center fielder.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep, center fielder. Catcher's batting second, though.
Okay.
But Michael Menhardt out there on the mound for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it looks like he looks real comfortable on this mound.
He does. Looks very comfortable.
Looks very comfortable on this mound.
Oh, there we go.
Beautiful afternoon
Looks
here
like
in Brunswick, Georgia for some baseball. First day of spring. Thanks
Yep.
for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow in Bryan County, we have the East Bloss election going on. If
Get out and vote.
Yeah, exactly. Get out and vote. Exactly what we need.
Let them know how you feel.
Yep.
So first up for the Pirates, number 6, the center fielder is Joe Smith.
So Richmond Hill puts a 2 spot up on the board at the top of the first.
That was a good start.
That was a good start to this ball game. Again, it's always good to get on top of when you're a visitor.
Yeah, we'll see what Menhardt does here.
Menhardt comes in. Again, he's got a record of 4-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken, strike on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike. No outs here. Bottom half of the first inning. Menhardt again is very stingy with his pitch counts. There's a swing and a pop fly into right field. Right fielder's drifting over, still drifting over, and camps out underneath it with a can of corn.
Tim Miller.
Y'all are gonna steal all my phrases, man. I'm not even gonna be able to get them out.
Fish grease, can of corn.
Come on, man. Don't steal my thunder.
They said the last game of his first at bat, the first pitch, he hit a home run.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now you got Landon Chancellor, the catcher, up to bat.
Landon stands in right-handed. Good-sized kid, about a 5'11", maybe 190. Michael comes set. First pitch up under his chin for a ball.
Chancellor comes in about leading the team. He's got a 389 batting average with 36 at-bats.
There's a pitch
Oh,
called strike on the
sweet.
outside corner. Painted the outside right about knee-high. Count evens at 1-1.
Yeah, I tell you what, we couldn't have got a better location to set up. We thank these guys for letting us set up.
There's a pop foul back. Looks like Kip's got a play on it, just barely on the other side of the wall. Bounces off the concrete and up and over the stands.
We were sitting in the press box right directly behind home plate.
Count goes to 1-2. Got 1 ball, gentlemen. 1-2. Yes, sir. First pitch was up under his chin. One and 2 count now. Here's the wind and the pitch from Menhardt. Breaking ball taken high. Looks like he tried to hold on to it just a little bit too much.
Well worth what you're getting paid
I'm
for.
about to say everybody getting paid, right? 2-2 now with the 1 out here in the bottom half of the first. Menhardt winds and deals. There's a drive into left field going foul.
That's going foul and
Down into
outta
the
here.
bullpen.
Yep.
The count remains at 2-2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get an opportunity, get out and vote tomorrow for the East spots. Let your representatives know how you feel. Menhardt gets the ball back with a 2-2 count now with 1 out. Nobody on for the Pirates. Comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a liner up the middle. Soft. Comes in the infield.
Ooh.
Gets away from the second baseman. Gets away from Henley, and there's the first runner of the game for the Pirates in the way of their catcher,
Well, we ain't going to have a no-hitter now.
Chancellor. I don't know if that's going to be considered an infield hit or an error.
It had to be a hit. I mean, it fell down before it got to second base.
And now batting for the Pirates, number 21, Mikey Waters. He's the left fielder.
Mikey stands in. Waters stands in on right side. Number 8, the catcher. Chancellor's off of first. Menhardt comes set. Throws from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball on the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here.
Waters. 21. 341. Waters coming in, batting 341. He is 14 for 41 with 2 home runs. Yeah, he does. 2 dingers.
So we got 1 out here, 1 ball, no strikes. Menhart throws over, gets back safely. There's a courtesy runner, number 5 for the Brunswick Pirates.
That is still the catcher.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was number 8. Sorry. There's a
jammed him.
Gorker off of the bat, squeezed by Evan Vaughn.
There's a what?
Gorker.
What do you say, Freddie?
Gorker.
How do you spell that?
Gorker. Gorker.
Let me Google that and
You
see
like
what
that?
that says.
It's a baseball term. It's called barely hit the ball and got off the end of the bat.
So next up, we have the third baseman.
That's what you get when you start.
G-O-R-K-Y.
Jacob Benton.
Gorker.
Gorky or Gorker?
Gorker.
That's
Here's a pitch by
ideal.
Menhart. There's a drive in the right field. Right fielder takes 4 or 5 steps in, makes the play. There's the end of the inning. But not until there's a base hit by an infield base hit by their catcher, Chancellor, and they leave 1 on, playing with no runs pushed across in that inning, and we've got the middle half of the Richmond Hill Wildcats coming up with a lead of 2-0 at the end of the first over the Brunswick Pirates.
Hey, if you get a chance, you need a set of wheels, go over and see Granger Honda over there on Chatham Parkway. 1596 Chatham Parkway. You can call them you can call their sales department at 888-642-5002. Also,
you could be driving a Honda.
There you go. You know that song.
I do, actually.
Yeah. You can also, if you need some surveying, call Miter Surveying. What's the number over there at Miter Surveying there, Paul?
912-354-4145. Miter Surveying. Surveying the Low Country since 2005. For all your surveying needs, give Mike a call.
Yeah, we appreciate Miter Surveying and Granger Honda and all our sponsors for sponsoring Low Country Radio and Wildcat Baseball. Beautiful afternoon here in Brunswick, Georgia. The wind's blowing, I don't know, what do you think?
Still kind of right at us.
2-3 mile an hour?
Maybe about 5 to pick the flag
5,
up.
Yeah.
Yep, 5 mile an hour right back at us. And
got the flag in the middle.
Sun's starting to set, and trees are starting to push some shade in the right field and the center field. Left field still got a little bit of sunlight.
Yeah.
Left side of the ballpark's got sunlight.
The shade and the sun can cause some issues right now the way it is.
Well, it depends on that, because it's shading home plate, and it's about maybe not even quite a quarter of the way out towards the pitcher's mound, and can play pee-pie with the ball sometimes.
I know the press box guys up here, they probably need a blind on this side window right here.
He's got his. He's got it. It's perfect.
Yeah. Got that Lakefront Brewing Company.
But we don't have any gnats to deal with. We got a sweet air condition pumping
Looking
out.
good.
Yeah, it feels good.
I'm comfortable.
Windows open.
Paul's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. If you want to watch what's happening, we have live streaming going on YouTube on the Low Country Radio channel. If you go over there and find us on YouTube, you can pull us up, and we are live streaming this game, and all the past games that we've streamed are on there for you to watch.
Chris Sewell.
If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up
Sewell,
on there,
yeah.
and subscribe to our Low Country Radio YouTube channel. Go ahead there, Paul.
I'm sorry. Now batting for the Wildcats, the center fielder, number 13, Chris Sewell.
Chris comes in the number 7 spot for our batting lineup. Chris has got a few stolen bases there, Paul.
Yeah, he does. He's right behind Rick Mitchell.
And he lays it down the third base line, but foul for the first pitch.
Yeah, he's got some good wheels. We just need him to get on base. He comes in tonight. He's due. He's got with 10 games under his belt. He's batting a buck and a quarter.
Tried to lay down a bunt down the third base line and just pushed a little foul. Marshall Cox comes set, gets the fastball past Chris. Count goes to 0-2 now.
That's that high. High
heat.
Right there.
Well, I mean, look at again, you start looking at the shade area, and it starts playing pee-pie with you. Looks good coming out his hand, but about 3/4 of the way there, it goes dark. So Marshall Cox comes set with an 0-2 count. Breaking ball. Nope. Fastball. Got it past him, fouled off to the right-hand side. Count remains 0-2. No outs here. Top half of the second in Brunswick. At Brunswick Pirates Stadium. High and away, he didn't chase. It's a good pitch. Tried to get him a chase and bite. He didn't do it. Again, Stacy Bennett's got his kids very patient at the plate. They got a pretty good idea where the strike zone is. Marshall comes set. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the right-hand side again. He hung tough on that breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. So the first round, in the top half of the first, we pushed 2 across on a Casey Green clean single 2-run RBI. Ball taken low. Chris works the count to 2-2 now.
Chris Sewell's a senior. He's already going to Georgia Tech.
There's a pop-up on the infield. Second baseman's called it.
Yeah.
He's drifting out. He's still drifting out. He makes the play. Right fielder right behind him. So there's 1 out in the top half of the second.
And now we've got the third baseman, Will McGrath, steps into the box.
Now batting your third baseman, number 3, Will McGrath.
Will stands in right-handed.
Will's batting a clean 200.
Yeah, but I think his on-base percentage is pretty tough there, buddy. Here's the pitch. Taken inside. Oh, almost got him in the knee, but he got out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out now here in top half of the second.
Yeah, Will's right at 333.
Yeah, not a bad. There's
Ooh.
a called strike on the outside corner, about knee high. Count even 1-1.
I'd paint that all day long if he's going to call it.
Yes, sir. I'll take it. Here's the wind in the pitch. Just a
Not
bit
that far.
outside. 2-1 now. Again, very patient at the plate. Like Will's got a 333 on base percentage. He's played, I think, in all 12 games for the starters. Here's the wind in the pitch by Cox. Fouled off of the catcher. He took 1 off the shin. Umpire does his job and cleans the plate off and walks out and throws the ball to the pitcher. Give the catcher a minute to shake it off. That's a sign of a good umpire. Actually knows what he's doing. Playing with 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top half of the second. Here's Cox's line and breaking ball pitch. Will grounds it to the shortstop, about a 7-hopper. Shortstop comes up with it, throws over to first, gets the speedy McGrath going down the line, and gets him by a step. So that's 2 outs here now in the top half of the second.
Hey, next up for the Wildcats, the left fielder, number 2, Will Schumann.
Will the Wheel Schumann.
Now batting left fielder, number 2, Will Schumann.
Hey, down in front.
Will's got a pretty decent on-base percentage as well. Here's the pitch. Nice called strike on the outside corner. It was probably one of his best pitches of the night.
Yeah, Schu's got a real good on-base percentage at 514.
Yep. He's got some motors too, but it's only showing him as having 1 stolen base. I think he's got more than that, Paul. Ball low and away. I think you and I have at least said safe at least 3 or 4 times.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count evens at 1-1. Thanks, producer.
Yes.
Play with 2 outs here, top half of the second. Here's the wind in the pitch. Breaking ball hit to the grounder, shortstop, 4-hopper. Shortstop comes up, fires over, and stretched by the first baseman to get the speedy Schumann going down the line. But that ends the top half of the second inning for the Wildcats, and that'll bring up Brunswick with no 1 left on, no hits, and no runs.
So it's 2-0 is what you're saying.
That's what I was saying. It was 2-0.
Hey, we want to thank Smoking Pig Barbecue.
Yes, we
out
do.
there at US 17 and I-95. Smoking Pig. Hey, they got 2 locations now. They opened up another one over there in Midway. I haven't visited it yet, but I'm gonna try to get over there. But they have 2 locations for you to get some Smoking Pig Barbecue. You can call them at 912-756-7850.
Do retrieve a foul ball out in the parking lot or on the grounds, if you would please return it to the concession stand.
Also, we want to
for
thank
repeat
Trace
count.
Palmer at Palmer Chiropractic
Thank you.
in Richmond Hill. Palmer Chiropractic, located at 11400 Ford Avenue, Richmond Hill. Go see Trace to get straightened out. He'll take care of you.
When in doubt, go get straightened out.
There you go.
Will McGrath comes back onto the mound for the Richmond Hill Wildcats. He gets finished with his warm-ups, thrown down by Kip Gibson.
Menhart.
Will McGrath.
Did I say Will McGrath?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Menhart
Michael
back out
Menhart.
there.
My bad.
Number 9.
Paul, I apologize. I know you're listening in. I do apologize. Yo, your son is still pitching.
No.
Will McGrath was up last inning, so I don't know why I said
I
that.
want to give a shout out to Mark Overstreet.
Yeah.
He, got us tuned in or watching us on YouTube.
There's a shot down the left field line, foul, loud foul.
And this is number 9, Mark Richburg. He's the designated hitter tonight.
He's the DH. I
Mitchell.
got you.
He's only a freshman.
He's
How
a
about
freshman,
that?
about 6'1".
Mitchell Richburg.
Big
Yeah.
boy.
He's 6'1", 6'2", probably dresses out about 205, 210, somewhere in there. Menhart's on top of him early, though. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up in the infield to the shortstop. Rick Mitchell takes 2 steps back, makes the play, throw around for the first out of the inning.
Tim, did you ever work for a circus or a fair and do that weight and size guessing? You know,
Let me see your wrist. Let me see. Let's see. You're older than 20 and younger than 60.
Not by much.
So now we have the shortstop, number 15, Harrison Treywick. He hits a ground ball
grounds
to
out
our
the
shortstop.
First pitch and throws over, and there's the play. Nice little skip hop throw over right to Evan Vaughn. Evan stretches out, makes the play on their shortstop. And that's quick 2 outs. Again, Menhart, very, very, very conservative with his pitch counts again.
And now we have the second baseman, Hunter Goff.
For the Pirates, second baseman, number 14, Hunter Goff.
Goff comes in with that 391 batting average, or on base percentage.
There's
Ground
a grounder
ball.
out to Henley. Henley boots it, cannot make the play. I think the red light's going to come on. It sure is. There's an error.
And next up, we've got the first baseman,
Your first baseman, number 26.
Landon Clayton.
He's also a big boy. He's about 6'2", 6'3". He goes probably about 215. He's batting from the left side. They're got a runner off of first. There's a grounder to the second baseman. Second baseman goes down and gets it. He smothers it that time. Henley's not going to make that mistake twice. And he gets the batter going down the first base line to end the bottom half of the second. And we go to the top half of the third with no runners left on, no runs pushed across. Richmond Hill still up 2-0 over the Brunswick Pirates.
Beautiful afternoon right here in Brunswick, Georgia. Thank you for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Hey, we want you to share, if you're watching or listening to us, share it with your neighbor and friends. Get the word out there. We're trying to broaden our ways of getting out there to you. So we've also got a phone number. If you don't want to use your data and you're streaming us, you can call 701-801-0706. That number is 701-801-0706, and you can listen to the game anywhere in the world. All you got to do is call that number. Or you can listen to Low Country Radio anywhere in the world. Hey, we want to thank Expert Care Urgent Care. They have 2 locations, one in Savannah on 318 Mall Boulevard, and one in Richmond Hill at 60 Exchange Street. You can call the one in Richmond Hill at 912-756-2273. Hey, go check them out, get seen if you need to be checked out, get seen for any medical reason. Expert Care Urgent Care right there in Richmond Hill.
All right, now for the Wildcats in the top half of the third inning. They've got the top of the order. Up, Braden Henley.
Back to the top of the order now.
Now batting at the top of the order, number 8, Braden Henley.
Believe Braden got on a base hit in the first. Did Braden get on? Yeah, base hit in the first. Top half of the first. Here we are in top half of the third. He's up again. Marshall Cox is still on the mound. Henley pops it foul down the left field line and out of play. He's still batting on the left side. Now the field is completely dark.
Yeah.
Thank you, Freddie. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
Yeah, the sun's
Oh, he lays it down to right. He lays it down.
Oh,
He is up. He is so up. That is a clean base hit. Bunted down the third base line. Didn't have third baseman comes in, charges in, picks it up. Did not have a play. Does throw over, but wasn't going to get Speedy Henley getting down that first base line.
Hey, that makes Braden
2 for 2. Yeah.
And now Rick Mitchell will step into the box.
I think Rick grounded. Did he ground out to the shortstop?
Yeah, it was that sacrifice.
Yeah.
Chopped over to second.
Yeah.
Hop.
Yeah.
Tossed it over to second, trying to get the double
make the
play.
tag, but Henley.
Or no, he did it unassisted.
He did go. Yeah, he did go unassisted, but Henley broke it up because he was already on the bag. Marshall comes set, makes the pitch into the dirt. Great block by the catcher to keep the runner on first. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs here. Top half to third. Richmond Hill still up 2-0. Henley's getting his lead off of first. Marshall, is it Marshall?
Yes.
Yeah, Marshall comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, taken, called strike. Nice little off speed. Caught the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like Rick was a little buckled on that one, brother.
Yeah.
I think he was sitting fastball and was not at all thinking breaking pitch.
Cox isn't a senior. We see that.
There's a ground to second again, and again, that play was broken up. Again, Rick Mitchell gets a sacrifice, but the play was broken up by Henley going into second, so there was not a double play, even an attempt at a double play on that, because Henley was breaking on the pitch. I think they were trying for another hit and run. And Rick could not pull it in the hole, but he hit it right at shortstop, where the shortstop was playing. That brings up Jackson Finley.
Number 18, Jackson Finley.
Jackson stands in, batting righty with Henley at second again. Here's the pitch.
Jackson's got a .381 on base percentage.
Ball taken outside. It's a good-looking fastball, but barely just missed the corner. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here, top half of the third. Henley's on second. Got a scoring threat again. Finley is at the bag.
Oh, they throw to second.
Marshall turns and throws to second. Henley gets back easily. It was a time and play with the shortstop. Brunswick Pirates. Pirates have played some pretty good teams this year. Marshall comes set, throw inside, gets away from the catcher. Catcher goes over, throws it down to third, and Henley's in standing. Now the score is only 90 feet away for Finley.
So is this the Brunswick Pirates first region game as well?
Yes, it's both first region games.
Y'all may have said that earlier, but I was not paying attention to
About 4 times, Freddie. We love you, man. We can tell senility when it sits in. Oh, we love you, Freddie. Oh, yes, we do.
Now the pitcher, he's not a senior. Is he a junior, sophomore?
I believe he's a junior, isn't he?
Yeah, the pitcher.
Marshall Cox comes set. There's a breaking ball. Taken, strike called at the belt.
Beautiful pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on third now. Stolen base by Henley. Ball did get away from the catcher. He did make a throw down, an attempt down, so that is a stolen base. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Called strike. Fastball on the inside corner. Evens the count at 2-2. Finley stands back in, looking to put the ball in play. The infield is playing. The corners are playing in, but the
middle of the field's
middle of the field's playing back, like they're going to concede the run if there's a ground ball. Wow. Count run to 3-2. Ball taken outside. 3-2. 1 out. Here's the pitch. There's a liner into right field. Clean base hit. RBI.
Perfect.
For Jackson Finley.
Puts another one on the board.
Does put another one and pushes another run across here in the top half of the third. Wildcats up 3-0 now.
Finley's 2 for 2 now with 1 RBI.
And that brings up
Casey Green.
Now batting, number 19, Casey Green.
Casey with a big 1 out, 2 RBI. Top half of the third. It's got Finley on first now. Cox comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a changeup taken low and away. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Wildcats up now 3-0 over the Brunswick Pirates. Marshall comes set. Good cutter on the outside corner.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top half of the third. 1 run's already across in the form of Henley, who stole third and then got in on a Jackson Finley clean base hit to right field. So there's 3 total RBIs here in the ball game.
Pitcher throws over to first, get the runner back on.
Finley gets back easily. Casey Green stands in, comes set. Marshall deals and pitches. There's a foul back to the screen. Count goes to 1-2.
If you're just tuning in, it's score 3-0 right now, Richmond Hill. Started off the first inning with 2 runs.
Casey Green base hit single into right field. Pitch. Breaking ball taken away. Count goes to 2-2.
See him choke up a little bit. Looks like he's just trying to punch one in at this point.
I'll take anything right here.
2-2. Oh, yeah.
Well, it looks like the field's completely dark now.
It is. Waiting for the lights to be able to be turned on. Ball taken low and away.
The sun's not completely down. It's just behind the trees.
But the field is completely shaded with the pines about 120, 130 feet up in the air all the way around the ball field. Blocking the sun. Casey takes ball outside. The count is full now with 1 out. Runner may be going. He is. He's going. There's a foul down the left field line. Out of play. Count remains. Back to first in the way of Jackson Finley. Our producers over here playing around with the waterworks. Marshall comes set. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. He's getting a piece of it. He's in there fighting. Casey's seeing it. Fouled it straight back. You know he's seeing it. Then all you got to do is center it up now. Finley retreats back to first. Runner on first. 1 out. Top half of the third. 1 run pushed across. Count remains full. 3-2 on Casey Green, our right fielder. Marshall comes set. Throws over to first. Finley gets back. I don't blame him. I'd have checked him too. I may have checked him on the last pitch. Got to remind him he's still there and try to keep him close with a full count. You know he's going. Paul, what kind of jump? Keep your eye on him. See what kind of jump he gets. There's a ball 4 taken on the outside corner, and there's a runner at first and second. Good at bat by Casey Green.
Good fight.
Really good at bat. And again, that patience that Stacy Bennett's teaching all these kids.
Vaughn.
Who's that? Sorry.
Number 23, Evan Vaughn.
Yep. Number 23, our first baseman, Evan Vaughn. So Wildcats have first and second.
Evan hit the ball real hard to right field. He worked the right fielder out that first at bat. And he hit the ball hard to right field. Put him to the warning track. There's a foul off to the right-hand side again. No balls, 1 strike on Evan. With runners at first and second now in the way of Casey Green on first and Jackson Finley on second. Playing with 1 out here in the top half of the third. Again, we've already pushed a run across here. We're up 3-0 now. Marshall comes set. Here's the pitch. There's again foul down the right side.
I love it.
Great sound effects by our host. They're awesome.
The old breaking glass never gets old.
Evan comes set again in the box. Marshall Cox has the ball on the mound for the Pirates. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball high. Pushed it right past him. Good cut at the ball, but he just got it right past him. That's 2 outs now here in the top half of the third.
So now the catcher, Kip Gibson, will come to the plate. Kip flied out. No.
Number 10, new catcher, Kip Gibson.
He grounded out to the third baseman last at bat. He tried to bunt.
Yeah, he tried to lay it down, remember?
And third baseman made a good play, got him out.
Good pitch by Marshall Cox, a little low and away, though.
Just a bit outside.
Good quality pitch right there. But it was taken for ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here, top half of the third. Marshall Cox on the mound. Here's the pitch. It was high and away. Throwing away from Kip, trying to keep the ball on the outside. He did it the last time until Kip squared around and actually bunted one down the third base line. And third baseman now is playing even with the bag. Runners on first and second for the Wildcats with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. There's a pop. Pop at the right-hand side. Catcher comes over, makes the play. And that'll retire the side. Wildcats leave 2 on, but not until we push 1 across here in the top half of the third. And we lead the Brunswick Pirates 3-0.
All right. Go ahead, Freddie.
Cone Cranes. We want to thank Cone Cranes for
I
being
want to thank
our
Cone Cranes
major-
for my
yeah,
paycheck.
There you go. We want to thank Cone Cranes for being our major sponsor for our Wildcat baseball and Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Cone Cranes, come on and be a major sponsor with us. Cone Cranes is over in Garden City. If you look them up, if you need them, you can call them at 912-963-0610. 912-963-0610. That's Cone Cranes in Garden City. Waterways Township. Waterways Township. Go down 144 to Oak Level Road. Turn left on Oak Level Road. Go down to the end of Oak Level Road. You'll run right into Waterways Township. It's a gated, coveted community down there. It's a beautiful community. If you want to go check them out, you can go check them out online at waterwaystownship.com, or you can go down there and see Vance and the gang and tell them that you heard it right here on Low Country Radio. So here we are in Brunswick, Georgia this afternoon with some Wildcat baseball. We're going to the bottom of the third inning, and it's 3-0 Richmond Hill Wildcats over the Brunswick Pirates. We started the game off with 2 runs in the first inning, and I think was it Casey Green that hit the
Started out with a double, with a single into right field and scored 2.
yeah.
And then in the top half of the third, Henley gets all the way around to third, and Jackson Finley comes up and pops one in the right field and scores 1.
So here we go. Start of the bottom of the third inning.
And Seth popped to the right-hand side, out of play. How do you pronounce that last name again? Nugenbauer. Nudabauer. Seth Nudabauer. I'm with you, man. Seth Nudabauer stands in for the Brunswick Pirates against Michael Menhart. Gets an early strike on him. There's a liner in the center field. Sewell takes 3 steps in and camps out and makes the play for the first out of the inning for the Wildcats. Trying to pick up a pin, about to break my neck doing it.
Now back to the top of the order. Center fielder number 6, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith stands in for the Brunswick Pirates. Flew out to our center fielder the first at bat. Popped out. Menhart lines and pitches. There's a breaking ball, grounded to third baseman. Third baseman steps, throws over. Will McGrath gets him. Gets the speedy Joe Smith going down the line for the second out of the inning.
Well, they've turned the lights on there, Tim, so they're starting to...
It's been 3 pitches in this inning so far for Michael Menhart.
Your catcher, number 5, Landon Chancellor.
Landon Chancellor, the catcher, stands in now. Landon had a clean base hit in the first inning, bottom half of the first. Menhart starts him out with a breaking ball called strike, knee high. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs now so far in the bottom half of the third. Menhart lines and deals into dirt. Tried to throw a little cutter in there. Didn't cut. 1-1 now. Nobody on for Brunswick. Ballpark's quiet. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him fooled. You can see the look on his face. You could tell Chancellor hadn't gotten fooled on that pitch. Stands right back in, though. Minhart comes set. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the wind in the pitch. Fastball outside. Taken for ball 2. Trip deuces now. 2, 2, and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 3rd. We love them. Minhart winds, and here's the pitch. Curveball taken. Nice breaking pitch, but did not catch the corner. Runs the count full. First time I think Minhart's had a full count in the ball game. Chancellor stands back in. Winding the pitch. Fastball popped up on the infield. Oh, nope. It's getting out of play. We're back behind us. Yep. Going to the gum. They'll be fighting down there. Runs up with 5 of them. That's what now. $1.75 for 5 pieces of gum. Yeah, exactly. Minhart's got the ball back. Still 3-2 count. 2 outs here. Line in the pitch. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken for ball 4. Good at bat for their catcher, number 5. Chancellor goes down the first. That brings up.
Now batting, your left fielder, number 21,
Mikey
Waters.
Mikey Waters.
Proud daddy up here, getting his picture in.
Is that a pop-up to P3? First baseman?
Roger.
Gotcha. Pop-up to first
that was the
baseman,
Gorker, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Gorker.
Yeah, the Gorker.
The Gorker, man. Y'all have never heard of a Gorker.
I looked that up.
How many years did y'all play baseball?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You never heard of a Gorker?
No.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Look, watch Bull Durham. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for the 2nd ball. 2 balls, no strike now on Waters.
Well, everything on Bull Durham wasn't legit now.
Come on, man. Oh, you trying to say the Gorker is a Hollywood term?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Runner off of first. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the 3rd base line. Not a easy play, but Will McGrath comes in from 3rd, makes the play over to 1st, and that ends the inning for bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Pirates. They did leave a runner on, but no hits, 1 left on a walk, and no runs scored, and Wildcats still lead the Pirates 3-0.
Hey, here's some folks we'd like to say thank you to.
And who's that, Paul?
We got them right here. One of them is my grandfather's place. Go see Lou for a fresh cut and a hot shave. He also has a full service salon. Baseball. He's one of the best baseball lovers in the world. Lou at my grandfather's place. Go see him.
Not to mention Richmond Hill, but the world. You're right.
Yeah. Expert care, urgent care. Aren't feeling well? We provide expert urgent care for cough, colds, flu symptoms, earaches, sore throats, rashes, upset stomach, sprains, strains, automobiles, stitches, x-rays, labs, EKG.
Yeah,
Did you catch that one?
yeah,
I threw that in there. 912-756-2273. It always makes me think of that every time I say that. Planes, trains, automobiles. But
I got you.
hey, expert care, urgent care. They do a lot over there.
You're killing me.
Granger Honda.
Granger Honda. You're never a stranger at Granger. Stop by and see Mark and drive happily ever after today. Give him a call at 888-229-4632.
Mark will sell you a car.
There's no strangers at Granger.
There are no strangers at Granger's. You should be driving a Honda.
I know why you're on radio and not saying
Exactly. I
anything.
got
Hey, you better say something for Renee out there.
a face for radio. Hey, Renee. I love you. Mean it.
Hey, we hope you're feeling better there.
Uh-oh.
Renee.
Does she have a little
Some
cold?
oral surgery.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Had some teeth work done today.
Oh,
so
wow.
she's recouping right now.
I'm feeling for you.
Big shout out.
Hopefully they've got you where
Drugged
you're
up.
comfortable. Yeah, yeah, drugged up where
That's
you're
a good
comfortable.
way of saying it.
I was trying to be political. Okay, Paul just goes drugged up.
Straight
All right.
to it.
Yeah, let's get to the point here, Paul. All right, so for the Brunswick Pirates, Marshall Cox comes back out on the mound for. Paul's got to get over himself now. Marshall Cox comes back out on the mound for the Brunswick Pirates. Throw down. He's got one more of his warm-up pitches, but who's up for our Richmond Hill Wildcats?
Coming
there,
up for
Paul?
the Wildcats. Looks like it's going to be starting off the center fielder. It is Chris Sewell.
Oh,
Chris Sewell.
How'd Chris do his first time up at bat? What'd the old boy do?
Let's see.
Chris
What's the stats say?
flied out to the
Now batting for the Wildcats, the center fielder, number 13, Chris Sewell.
Chris, he had flied out to the second baseman his first time up at bat. There's a liner to the second baseman, one hopper. Sunday hop right at him, throws him down. One pitch, one out. Here in the top half of the fourth. Wildcats still up 3-0.
Now it's the third baseman, Will McGrath, steps into the box.
Now batting, number 3, Will McGrath.
So we got two Wills right back to back. Will McGrath and
Will Schumann coming up.
There you
Yep.
Yep.
So Chris grounds out to the first base or second baseman and called strike on Will McGrath from Marshall Cox. No balls, one strike, playing with one out here, top half of the fourth. Will stands in, tall right-hander against Marshall Cox. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. He's quickly in the hole now. Is McGrath. Marshall gets on top of him. No balls, two strikes, one out. Marshall's got that fastball working right now. Comes high and inside a little bit. See if he was going to chase. He did not chase the high pitch. That's a good sign. A little bit of discipline at the plate. One ball, two strikes, one out. McGrath grounded out to the, grounds down to the first baseman. First baseman boots the ball. Again, great hustle by Will McGrath. Did not give up on the play. The first baseman boots the slow roller down to first. Gets right between his legs, but the second baseman comes up with it. But Will McGrath was hustling down the line and gets on. But that will be an error on the first baseman.
So now batting for the Wildcats in the 9 hole. Number 2, the left fielder, Will Schumann.
Playing with one out here. Will Schumann's a threat to bunt. He's also got wheels. McGrath turns and looks. A bunt right back at the pitcher. Got it down. Catcher comes out. Makes the play. Gets Schumann by a half a step. Advances the runner, though, to second, which it will go down as a sacrifice. But just by a half a step. Catcher had to come out of the hole and makes a really good play. Scoops and throws. First baseman stretches and makes the play.
Stacy Bennett kind of questioning Blue on it. Not sure he liked the call, but it was definitely close.
It was a bang-bang play. I think he was out by about a half a step. It was a good call by the Blue. Playing with 2 outs now with a runner on second. That brings up Henley. Top half of our order. Braden's been 2 for 2 today. 2 clean hits. Base hit on a nice line drive and then a bunt single. Marshall takes a look at second, throws it back. Throws it into center field. Will McGrath on his horse. He's going to make it easily to third.
Nice.
He does make it easily to third. The center fielder gets the ball back in. And now there's a base runner that is 90 feet away. You want a drink? Is that what you want? You want your drink? You want that one? Timeout called. Catcher goes out to just chit-chat real quick with the pitcher, Marshall. Marshall looks a little agitated with himself. I don't know if he was agitated about the throw or maybe the potential of getting that runner to third. I know he did not want him down there, but he's still got 2 outs on the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Henley swings, fouls it back. It does. It bounces off the screen, comes back and strikes the umpire. Didn't do him any harm though. Looks like he's not rubbing anything. Evens the count at 1-1. Count is 1-1 now on Henley. And you've got Will McGrath 90 feet away down on third base. Richmond Hill's still up 3-0. Here's the pitch. Taken high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top half of the fourth. Scoring threat 90 feet away down third. Marshall comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, waited on. Popped in the air down the left field line. It is reaching foul by about 7, 8, 10 feet down the left field line. Count goes to 2-2, I believe. Count is 2-2. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a pop-up on the infield. Infielder's going out. Left fielder's coming in. Calls him off and makes the play. Left fielder charging in. And that ends the threat for the Wildcats here in the top half of the fourth. But we leave one man on 90 feet away, and
Wildcats still up.
we go up
3-0.
We're still up 3-0 going into the bottom half of the fourth.
Hey, I'd like to go for some Smoking Pig barbecue right now.
Smoking Pig is proud to be serving the community of Richmond Hill, Midway, and all its visitors. They are a family-owned and operated business that is committed to serving the very best barbecue your taste buds can handle. Smoking Pig. Give them a call at 912-756-7875.
Thinking you can also find them over in Midway now.
Over in Midway, they opened up a new place just off I-95. Smoking Pig Barbecue.
So as the sun's setting behind the South Georgia trees here in Brunswick, Georgia, we have a nice little breeze blowing in from the southwest right in our face. The lights are coming on here at the Brunswick High School ballpark. Beautiful facility, just opened up in 2016, right behind the Brunswick High School.
Look, top
Here
row.
on Habersham Street, I believe is what the name of it is.
So Michael Menhart's still on the mound.
Number 16, Jacob.
And we've got the cleanup hitter, the third baseman, Jacob Benton.
Jacob flew out to our right fielder in the first inning. He comes set. Menhart comes set. Nice circle change in there for a poured in strike. No balls, one strike. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball hitting the right field, down into the corner, and it's fading foul.
It's fading foul.
Fading foul.
Benton's coming in this with the 488 on base percentage, 558 slugging. And they say he's hot as a firecracker right now.
I hear you, man.
Hot as fish grease.
Hot as
Hot as fish grease.
And fouled off at the plate, and it rolls foul. Kip pounces on it in the foul territory. The count remains 0-2. No outs here, bottom half of the fourth.
It was almost a nice looking bunt there.
They had a swinging bunt.
Yep. Benton is a senior, so he's trying to help his team all he can. Being his last season.
Menhart winds. Here's the pitch. Fastball
Strike three.
called strike three at the knees. Got him looking. Again, stingy with the pitch count.
So one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Next up is the DH.
Number 9.
Mitchell Richburg.
Now batting, Mitchell Richburg.
He flew out the shortstop last at bat.
Yeah, jammed him. Little flare pop up. Menhart pitches inside. Nice circle change again. Got him swinging way out in front. No balls, one strike. Menhart winds. Here's the pitch. Fastball nubber off the end of the bat. Right back at Menhart. He steps and he runs 3/4 of the way over to the bag and just tosses underhand over to Vaughn for the second out of the inning.
Hey, so now we got two
pitch.
outs.
Yeah, 2 pitch, 2 outs. 2 pitches, 1 out, 2 pitches, 2 outs. So that's 4 pitches in this inning. Again, stingy. Stingy with the pitches.
Number 15, Harrison Traywick.
I wonder what his pitch count
And
is.
now the shortstop, Traywick, comes up.
I'm going to find out.
He grounded out to our shortstop, to Rick Mitchell last at bat.
Menhart winds and deals. Pitch taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here, bottom half of the fourth. Richmond Hill up 3-0 over the Brunswick Pirates. Here's the pitch. Grounded off to the left side, off of the batter's foot. I know that did not feel good. He's walking it off right now. Umpire should give him a minute. He's asking him if he's okay. He's stepping right back in. He's a tough kid.
Oh, yeah.
Counts 1-1, 2 strikes. Menhart's got the ball. It's talking to it. There's the wind. There's the pitch. Good pitch on the outside, but did not get the call. Count goes to 2-1. Trey would look like he wanted it. There's a drive in the right field. Right fielder drifts off, comes in now 3, 4, 5 steps, makes the catch for the third out of the inning. And Brunswick Pirates go down in the bottom half of the fourth with no runners left on, no hits, and no runs. And the Richmond Hill Wildcats still on top, 3-0 going in the top half of the fifth.
Hey, we want to thank you for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. We're here in Brunswick, Georgia. As the Richmond Hill Wildcats are taking on the Brunswick High Pirates. We're going to the top of the fifth, 3-0 Richmond Hill Wildcats. They want to thank our sponsors, Cone Cranes, over there in Garden City. Paul, what do you know about Cone Cranes?
Cone Cranes is a world-leading group of lifting businesses serving a broad range of customers, including manufacturing process industries, shipyards, ports, and terminals. Regardless of your lifting needs, Cone Cranes is committed to providing you with lifting equipment and services that increase the value and effectiveness of your business. Give them a call over in Garden City at 912-963-0507.
That's Cone Cranes. How about Waterways Township, right down there in Richmond Hill? Waterways Township. You can go see Vance and them. Let them show you around Waterways Township, or you can look them up on the web at waterwaystownship.com. Hey, speaking of Waterways Township, this weekend, I believe, let me look this up.
Now batting is, for the Wildcats, is number 7, the shortstop, Rick Mitchell.
They're having a community open house.
Rick Mitchell, the shortstop.
This weekend, this Saturday, at Waterways Township from 11 to 3. If you want to go by and check them out, go down to Waterways Township this Saturday from 11 to 3. Community open house.
Marshall Cox comes back in. First pitch is taken low for a ball. That would be his 77th pitch of this game. Michael Minhart sitting on 39 pitches. There's a line in the pitch. Taken outside. Rick has grounded out twice to the shortstop today.
What do you say, 79, and Minhart's got
39. He had 70, ball taken low. 3-0 now. So, let me start that over again. Before this inning started, Marshall Cox had 76 pitches and Michael Minhart had 39. Again, stingy with the pitch count. So it's 3-0 count here now on Marshall. Taking strike. Marshall deals a inside strike taken by Rick Mitchell. Count goes to 3-1. It's a hitter's count. No outs, top half of the fifth. Ball taken outside. Rick Mitchell gets a free pass down to first base to start off the top half of the fifth.
And that'll bring up Jackson Finley. Jackson Finley's playing right field tonight. He's 2 for 2 so far.
Had an RBI.
One RBI.
Last time.
Now batting number 18, Jackson Finley.
Had an RBI last time at bat. Scored Henley from third. A clean hit to right field. Marshall Cox comes set. There's a pitch. There's a drive into left field. Left fielder's on his horse over to the left field corner, and it's fouled by about 5 feet. It's a good cut. Good turned on a breaking pitch on the inside. Got a hold of it, but just pulled it foul. That was a loud strike.
Went about, what, 320 with 335 down the line?
Yeah. Loud strike. Hit hard, but foul. No balls, 1 strike, no outs here. Top half of the fifth. Runner on first in the way of Rick Mitchell. Rick gets his lead. There's another breaking pitch, foul to the back. Count goes to 0-2 now. Quickly in the hole. Finley goes. Mitchell's on first. Stacy Bennett flashes the signs. Finley stands back in. Marshall Cox still in there pitching. Has the ball. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken high and inside. For the first ball of the at-bat. 1-2 now. Mitchell's getting a secondary lead. He's just inching off. There he goes. There's a pop-up into left field. Mitchell freezes in his tracks. Left fielder takes about 6 steps to his left, makes the play for the first out of the inning. and Rick Mitchell retreats back to first base.
That'll bring up Casey Green, the designated hitter. Casey's 1 for 1 with a single and 2 RBIs and a base on balls.
Yeah, so he's still 1 for 1 today. 2 plate appearances. On base percentage went up. Rick Mitchell gets his lead off of first. Playing with a runner on first, 1 out. Casey stands in. First pitch taken low and inside. Right here with a 3-run lead and your cleanup batter up and some DHing, he can just go ahead and start frothing at the mouth and taking one out the yard here. Hit as hard as he can wherever he wants to. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, or excuse me, the ball
outside.
Got away fastball. Way outside. 2-0, 1 out.
Just a bit outside.
Rick Mitchell gets his lead. Marshall Cox comes set. Here's the pitch. Foul called, strike at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike on Casey Green. Casey stands out, steps out. Stacy Bennett's shooting the signs down to both the base runner and the batter.
Thanks, Mark Overstreet, for giving us some advice, sir.
Did he? He gave us some advice?
He gave us some
Told us to shut up?
Yes.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good cut. Nice inside fastball by Marshall Cox. Evens the count at 2-2 with 1 out.
No, I think we were still advertising for one of our sponsors.
Oh, you still had the microphone still turned on, or the radio station turned on?
YouTube.
Oh,
Let's give them
YouTube.
some-
Here's the pitch by Cox. Breaking pitch. Hit on the ground. 2-3. Third one comes up with it. Played at second. Gets out at second and safe at first. So the double play was in order, but second baseman couldn't turn it. But he does get the lead runner in the way of Rick Mitchell. So Casey Green is on at first with fielder's choice. 2 outs. Evan Vaughn stands in for Richmond Hill. Hit the ball to right field, I think every time at bat this time, against Marshall Cox. Hadn't seemed to be able to catch up with him. Casey Green's on first. He gets his lead. He gets another half a step. Marshall comes set. First pitch. Called strike at the knees. Good fastball. Probably was best fastball of last couple of innings. Gets ahead of the batter, Evan Vaughn, now at 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike.
He's got to be close to 90 pitches now, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, he's somewhere close. Change up, swing and a miss. Nice circle change there by Marshall Cox against Evan. Evan's in the hole now, 0-2 with 2 outs. Top half of the 5th. Runner on first in the way of Casey Green. He got on with a fielder's choice. Mitchell was retired. Throw over to first by Cox just to see if Casey was awake or not. And he was. He gets back. Evan stands back in. Marshall has the ball. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Here's a liner, 5-7 hopper to the shortstop. Shortstop takes the easy way, throws across the first, and retires the side. So Richmond Hill leaves 1 runner on. No run scored that inning, and we go to the the bottom half of the 5th, with the Richmond Hill Wildcats still on top of the Brunswick Pirates, 3-0.
Beautiful afternoon here. Wind still blowing, 3 to 4 to 5 mile an hour. Got the wind straight in our face. We're behind the dugout, or behind the plate here in the press box.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Y'all can do better than that.
Thanks for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. We're bringing you all the Richmond Hill athletics to your cell phone or to your
Yeah, the cell
TV.
phone number.
Hey,
Forgot
all I
about
got to
that.
do is dial 701-801-0706, and you'll be able to tune right in. So if you're driving, don't want to burn up that data, hey, give us a call. It'll connect you automatically right to us.
And we can bring you some quality entertainment of Wildcat baseball.
That's right.
Bunch of high-tech rednecks.
That's what I'm talking about. Go on and get your redneck on.
Michael Menhart steps back out on the mound.
Michael steps back in with only a 39 pitch count here, the top half of the, or bottom half of the 5th. What an outstanding performance right now tonight by Michael.
Yep.
He's given up a couple of hits, but he's pretty much, well, I don't think any base runners got past second yet. There's a clean base hit in the left field. That's a start right there for the Brunswick Pirates. Leadoff batter, number 14, Goff. Gets on.
Hunter Goff. He's
Hunter
a 7-hole hitter.
Yep.
So we
gets
got
on
coming
clean
up this
base
inning,
hit.
7, 8, 9.
Catches up with a Menhart fastball and just lines it into left field. Left fielder gets over, gets it back into second before he can take second. So he's at first. Goff's at first. Landon Clayton coming in and stepping in. He's a lefty, big boy. He's a freshman. He's like 6'3", 6'4".
Clayton's a senior.
Oh, he's a senior.
Yeah.
Okay, thought he's a freshman. There's a clean base hit in the center or the left center field. Left fielder gets over. Runner's going to third, and he's in there easily. Now we got runners on first and third. Bottom half of the fifth. Brunswick Pirates has got something going here. Menhart, again, he's got 42 pitches now.
That'll get some action in the Wildcats bullpen.
Yeah, bottom half of the inning.
So now we got Seth Neugebauer, who's the right fielder, another senior coming up. He flew out to center field his last at bat.
Can you see who's up in the bullpen? I can't.
Nope.
No, the thing's got us blocked. The dugout's got us blocked from the bullpen, but there is some action going on. Again, first and third here now with no outs. Ooh, breaking pitch. Inside, must have been. 1 ball, no strikes. No outs here, bottom half of the fifth. Pirates have got first and third. 3 pitches, fourth pitch there from Michael Menhart. Tries to do the third to first fake. Didn't work. Everybody stayed put.
It's 1 ball, no strikes.
No outs.
2 on.
Menhart comes set. Here's the pitch.
Nice.
Breaking pitch. Called strike. 1-1. Breaking pitch. Taken first strike. 1-1.
Here in the bottom of the fifth.
Again, we got some excitement going on. Pirates have got runners on first and third. Menhart comes set. Faked the third to first again. See if anything was biting. If anything was on. Nothing was going on. Still playing with no outs.
That's the tie and run at the plate.
Menhart comes set. Here's the pitch. He's taking a sweet time with this one. There's a pitch in the dirt. Kip Gibson, beautiful block at the plate. Keeps a runner from scoring and then no one from advancing. 2 balls and 1 strike. Number 8. Yeah, that guy's name. Turned and squared on it. Neugebauer turned and squared as if he was bunting and took a ball. Yeah, God bless you. Go ahead and pronounce that about 15 times. Exactly, just like my last name's been butchered, so God bless America.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, still first and third. Michael Menhart checks the runner over at first. He gets back safely. Here's the wind and the pitch. Again, squares the bunt. Taken outside for 3-1 on Neugebauer. Or Neugenbaum, or that guy, number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the kid, number 8.
He is a senior.
Yeah,
He's
that's
the
him.
right fielder.
Yeah. Like the young man over in the corner said, his name's been butchered for years. Michael Menhart comes set. Here's the pitch. Again, he squares. He does bunt it down the first base line. He's going to give up a sacrifice. There's an out at first. 1 run does push across. Runner at second now with 1 out. Neugebauer does his job and gets the run to score on a delayed squeeze. Gets the job done down the first base line. First baseman Vaughn makes the play, tags out the runner.
Center fielder number 6.
So 1 out, 1 on right here in the top of the bottom of the fifth.
Yep, 1 out, top of the order coming up.
And this is Joe Smith. He's a center fielder, the leadoff man, and he does have 2 home runs.
They have seen Menhart 2 times already.
Yep,
This is their third time seeing him. So 1 ball, no strikes. Ball taken low and away from Smith. Michael comes set. He checks the runner at second. Runner gets a secondary lead. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Painted the corner on the outside. Knee high. It was like a perfect pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, still playing with 1 out in the top half, or the bottom half of the 5th. 1 run's been pushed across by the Pirates. We still lead them 3-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. Called outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Or that one looked a little bit better. Yeah.
2-1 now. 1 out. Runner on second. Menhart comes set, checks the runner. Here's the line in the pitch. Taken outside. 3-1. It's a hitter's count. Hitter's count.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out right here.
3-1. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. There's a foul back to the screen. Count goes full now. 3-2. Smith's up there hacking with the 3-1 count. They're playing comeback right now. They're down by 2. They've already pushed 1 across, but it's a full count now with 1 out. Coach gives the signals down at third base. Coach O. Michael Menhart comes set. Checks the runner at second. Checks him again. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up. Pop-up in the left field. Left fielder comes in, makes the play.
Can of corn.
No, wasn't no can of corn. He came hustling in. He did.
Wasn't that bad.
He came hustling in pretty good for that one. Ball goes into the left fielder Schumann's glove for the second out now, with only one run pushed across. He started out the inning with runners at first and third with no outs.
Your catcher, number 5, Landon.
Well, you can see the lights are now making some transition onto the field. If you look at the clay.
Yes, sir.
And the clay's drying out also.
Their catcher Chandler's up at bat now. He's standing right-handed. Menhart comes set. He's checking the runner at second. Time was called. Gorgeous pitch.
Yeah, I was fixing to say that was a beautiful pitch.
Gorgeous pitch. But time was called. Menhart couldn't hold off. Chandler must have called time at the plate and backed off, and umpire granted it, and that was a no pitch. Menhart comes set. Checks the runner at second again. Runner's got a much bigger lead now. Here's the pitch. Fouled off at the plate. That's a forgive-me swing.
Yep.
Count goes to 0-1. 2 outs here. Bottom half of the 5th. The Pirates have already pushed 1 across on a suicide or a sacrifice bunt. Gave it up for the runner at third. It's got the runner at second now, but we're playing with 2 outs. Their leadoff batter Smith popped up to the left fielder. Menhart comes set. He's got 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss off of Kip Gibson. Kip's shaking it off
No
right
balls,
here.
2 strikes, 2 outs.
0-2. Catcher comes. The umpire comes out to clean the plate off and check on his catcher to make sure the catcher's okay. And he does. And Kip says, "I'm good." So he's got him in the hole now. The catcher Chandler has got him in the hole now. 0-2 with 2 outs. Menhart comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch high. Held on just a little bit, see if he'd chase, and he did not. Good patient at bat right there from the catcher. Catcher standing on top of the box, man. He's all the way up on the top of that plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Menhart comes set. He checks everybody. Turns and takes a look at the runner at second. Gets him back. Just remind him that he's there. He knows he's there. Chandler didn't even step out of the box. He's right in there. He's waiting. He's dug in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the outside. Strikeout. Big strikeout by Menhart right there. In the bottom half of the 5th, he gets out of it with only 1 run scored. They started out with runners at first and third with no outs. They did push 1 across, but the Richmond Hill Wildcats are still up on top of the Brunswick Pirates. 3-1 here going in the top half of the 6th.
Thanks for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. We're here in Brunswick, Georgia. If you just tuned in, we're in Brunswick, Georgia, and the score is 3-1 Wildcats. We're going to the top of the 6th inning.
Hey, don't forget you can call 701-801-0706 to call right in. We'd like to thank My Grandfather's Place, Granger Honda, Expert Care, Urgent Care, Miter Surveying, Cone Cranes, Palmer Chiropractic. Thank you for all your support of Wildcat Baseball.
I'd love to get some smoking pig right now on the way home.
Is your tummy growling?
I mean, these sunflower seeds ain't cutting it.
They ain't cutting it, are they? I told you to get some of that beef jerky with me.
I know.
Yeah, I got to eat it all. That's right.
Eat the shell and all. Get some
Shell
fiber.
and all.
Fiber. So,
Well,
hey,
Brunswick is bringing Marshall Cox back out on the mound. He's got to be.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah, dude.
100 pitches, getting close.
Yep.
What was he? 76.
I think he can go one. I think it's
beginning of the
one.
last. Yeah, the
I think I
beginning
got it right here. Here it is.
of the 5th inning. It was right.
He was at 76 pitches at the top half.
Yeah, you're right. The max he can go is 110.
So
He's got to be above that, so he's got to sit out 3 days.
So we won't see him again.
Well, right now, if he's over
Wednesday, Thursday.
2 days, we won't be able to see him on Wednesday.
No, not on Wednesday.
Nope.
But on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
We could see him back on Friday.
Most definitely.
But no pitcher shall throw more than 110 pitches cumulative over a 2-day period and cannot pitch more than 2 consecutive days.
Right.
So,
Who we got coming up to the plate there, babe?
hey, for the Wildcats,
Looks like Kip.
Kip Gibson. It's the catcher. So the Wildcats are looking at 6, 7, 8 this week.
Now,
What's
buddy,
Kip
this
done?
end?
Your catcher, number 10, Kip Gibson.
He is grounded out to third, and he is flown out to the pitcher.
Catcher.
Catcher.
Popped up
Popped
the
out,
catcher.
that's right.
Yep.
He did pop out. Takes the first pitch strike from Marshall Cox, who's back on the mound for the Pirates here in the top half of the 6th. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a drive into center field, or to the left field. Nice drive. Clean line drive hit by Kip Gibson into left field. Left fielder gets it back in. Kip's and the coaches are asking for a designated runner.
That'd be a pinch runner.
Or
I can't
not
see.
necessarily a pinch, but it's a courtesy runner for the catcher.
I can't see the number on him.
I would venture to say that
But
it
now
was
the
Overstreet.
The pitching coach will come out.
Come out to talk to Marshall Cox. He hadn't reached for the ball yet, but he just did. He shook his hand. He's got the ball. He's waving down at the bullpen. He's bringing in
The shortstop.
Nope, he's just bringing in shortstop.
well, that had to be. He was close to his pitch count.
Good ball game
anyhow,
from
so,
Michael Cox.
yes, it
Everybody's
was.
giving him a nice hand.
Yeah, he had to be close to.
And that brings in number 16 or 15.
Number 15, the shortstop.
Treywick. Yep.
Treywick,
Now pitching for the Pirates.
which is what is he, a junior, senior?
Harrison Treywick. And I don't know who's going to short. It looks like the third baseman.
So if you just tuned us in, we got a change
Jay
in
Benton's going
pitchers.
to go to short.
We got
Cox
into
will go over to
top
third.
of the 6th.
Yep.
3-1 Richmond Hill over the Brunswick Pirates. It's been a good game.
Yes, sir. But again,
Great.
leadoff hit by Kip Gibson here in the top half of the 6th, playing with no outs, changing pitching.
Beautiful first day of spring.
Yes, it
Baseball.
is, man. Baseball in the air.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Regional play.
Oh, yeah.
First region game
first
for
region
both
play
of us.
for both teams.
Yep.
We'll be back 6 o'clock. Then we'll be back on.
Paul, I'm gonna holler down at the pitch count guy to find out just exactly what the official
Oh,
pitch
Roger.
count was.
Oh, he's
Oh,
sitting
no.
on there.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pirates are.
Yeah, that's right.
The Pirates are traveling.
We'll be
to
home
Richmond Hill.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, if we just went off the air on the radio side. We're having some technical issues all of a sudden. But we'll be home Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then we'll be back here Friday. Is the way it is. Yep.
Oh, really?
So 6 o'clock Wednesday in Richmond Hill. If you're around Richmond Hill and want to come out and see it live, you can come
95.
out and see it, or you can
94.
catch us right here on Low Country Radio. So we're back up. There's
Oh, perfect place.
Perfect spot for the bunt. Base hit bunt by number 13, Chris Sewell. Or was that Will?
Chris Sewell. That was Chris Sewell.
That was
yeah.
Chris. Yes, sir. Perfect place bunt. So we got runners at first and second now.
And now Will McGrath.
Now batting your third baseman, number 3, Will McGrath.
Will stands in with runners at first and second now with no outs. Stacy gives the signs. Everybody acknowledges. Runners get their lead. Infield on the corners are playing way in now. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, call for strike.
Will has grounded out to short. He had that dribbler down that the first baseman misplayed.
Yep. Trawick
He's got
pours in a curveball for that first pitch for strike. There's a square and a bunt down the third baseline. Pitcher's got to make a play on it. He slips. Does make the throw over.
What a play.
Wow.
Great play by the pitcher, who was the shortstop who just came in to the pitch. And he makes a heck of a play on a bunt down the third base line, but not until the runners advance to second and third.
Next up is Willis. White Shoes Johnson. Willis. Schumann.
Will Schumann. The shoe man. Will the Wheel Schumann. Will the Wheel Schumann here. He's got speed. Coach Bennett can play small ball. He can play big ball right here. He can do whatever he feels. He's up by 2 runs here in the top half of the 6th with runners at second and third.
Hey, Will's
with 1 out.
Will's due. He's 0 for 2.
Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. Taken low. Taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Stands back in. Trawick has the ball. He comes set. Makes a heck of a play a minute ago. There's a fastball taken outside. 2 balls, no strikes now. 1 out. Top half of the 6th. Richmond Hill still up 3-1. Trawick comes set, breaking pitch inside, and Schumann was squaring around the bunt, but he pulls the bat back. 3-1, or 3 balls, no strikes. Still got first base open, but we got the top half of our order coming up after this. Schumann looks back in. Trawick comes set. He looks the runner back at second. There's the pitch. Get me over strike. Right at about belt high, knee high. Right about thigh high. 3-1 now. 1 out. Runners get their lead off the second and third. Here's the pitch. Here's ball 4. Gets all the way to the backstop. Here comes. And then, I'm sorry, number 5. I don't know who number 5 is. Scores. That's Overstreet, isn't it?
That's Matthew Overstreet.
That's Overstreet. Overstreet scores from third. Ball got away from the catcher. Goes all the way to the back screen. Schumann's down at second now. We got runners at second and third in the way of Schumann and Chris Sewell.
Now we got the top of the order with Braden Henley.
Pushed another run across, 4-1 now. Trawick throws back, tags the plate. Call was safe. I don't understand what the call was.
What
he was challenging.
They challenging the touch at home plate. They thought the runner missed the home plate
as he was jogging in. Okay. Was it?
He was on the edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
He did one of these.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's a third to first step off, and nobody was at third, or one person was at first to see if there was any play on. Henley stands in lefty against a righty Trawick. I'm sorry, I should have told y'all that he was throwing righty. Trawick comes set. Here's the first pitch. Bunted down, right back at the pitcher. There's a flip. There's a play. There's a tag out at home plate. So the second out is made at home plate on a bunt from Henley right back to the pitcher. Pitcher flips it over to the catcher. Catcher makes the tag. And Chris Sewell is out at home. So we're playing with 2 out now. Runners on first and second. That brings up number 7, Rick Mitchell. What'd Rick do, Paul, last out?
Rick, last couple of bats. No, he had a walk his last time up.
Oh, okay. I thought he got the clean base hit.
And he's had 2 sacks before
There's a shot to center field. Smith goes back about 3 steps, takes about 3 steps in, makes the play for the third out, and that ends the threat, but not until the Wildcats do push 1 run across in the top half of the 6th. The score now is 4-1. Richmond Hill leads 2-1. And scores 1.
It worked last inning, might as well.
Going to the bottom of the 6th here in Brunswick, Georgia. Just a short drive down 95 for us this afternoon.
And Michael Menhart comes back out for the Wildcats.
Well, that's awesome.
That is.
Don't know where Menhart's pitch count is now, but he started out the top half of last inning with 39.
But he pitched quite a few.
Yeah, he threw a few.
Yeah.
Probably 20. So. Maybe up to 59.
Could be somewhere in the high 40s or the low 50s.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. And if you're watching us on YouTube, thanks for finding us on YouTube. And we'd like for you to
Freddie,
like us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
I just had something pop into my brain, and
Oh Lord, this could be scary.
It is actually, and I apologize for kind of springing it on you, but
Yeah.
I would like to, if you don't mind, say a couple of words about Jimmy Perez. Jimmy Perez
Yes.
did pass away on March 17th.
I did. I've seen that. St.
and,
Patrick's Day.
Again, we had talked about it at the game before, that there was a GoFundMe site out there for Jimmy Perez. Go to GoFundMe and look up Jimmy Perez. And he did leave behind a wife and 2 young children. So if you get an opportunity, take care of one of your firefighters and one of our local heroes, Jimmy Perez and his family.
What Tim's
And,
talking about is a 25-year-old Savannah firefighter who was diagnosed with cancer not long ago, and he actually started out in Richmond Hill, Bryan County, and got certified as a firefighter and all, and followed in his dad's footsteps.
He sure
His dad
did.
was a firefighter, and so our hearts and prayers go out to him and his family, and if like Tim says, if you feel it in your heart, go fund me and help support them.
Yes, please. Thank you for letting me do that, Freddie.
You're very welcome.
Minhart's way on top now, the batter number 21.
Mikey Waters.
And there's a swing and a miss at a high fastball. 3-pitch strikeout from Minhart. Again, so daggum conservative on his pitch counts. Gets ahead of the batters, and then in this particular case puts one away.
Next up, now we have
Now batting,
number 16, Jacob Benton.
Jacob comes in, and here's the first pitch from Minhart. There's a ground to the third, foul. Will McGrath gets over and makes the play backhanded and throws back to Minhart, and Minhart's on top of the number 16, Benton.
So if you just joined us, it's bottom of the 6th, 4-1 Richmond Hill.
There's a swing and a miss.
Bryan County. Brunswick.
Brunswick Pirates.
Can we see without it?
I was gonna say-
Does that help?
Here's the wind and the pitch into the dirt. Held on just a
You're
little
good?
bit too
Good with
long.
that?
I love life.
All right.
I'm living at large.
Well, what Paul's talking about is we just turned the lights off in the press box.
Turn
because,
out the lights, sweet
the
darling.
lights on the field are bright enough for us to see now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here, bottom half of the 6th. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball, grounded to the 4, 5 hopper to the short. Short comes up, firing over to first, getting the runner, speedy runner. Speedy runner down the line, but he's in time.
Nailed him.
Got him by about a half a step.
About a half a step.
Beautiful first day of spring. Thanks for tuning in.
Now batting, number 9.
The days are getting longer, if you can tell already. It's but 7:51, and it's still a little daylight out there.
Ritzberg stands in. He takes a poured-in strike from Minhart. Probably, I would say, one of his best fastballs of the night on the outside corner. Getting stronger as he's going along.
Yeah,
No
Richmond.
balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Swing and a miss into the catcher's mitt. Kip gets in. Kip
This was the
properly
freshman.
throws it to center field, where
To the second baseman.
the second baseman, cuts it off and throws it back to Minhart. Minhart's got him down at 0-2, 2 outs here, bottom half of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch on the ground, 4, 5, 6 hopper.
Uh-oh.
Jumps up and bites Rick Mitchell. There's an error. Well, yeah, I feel exactly the same way. Dope.
Now
Anyway,
we've got number 15, Harrison Treywick.
Batting,
the pitcher
number 15, Harrison Treywick.
He started out as a shortstop, now pitching.
started out as a shortstop.
He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Flew out to the center fielder last at bat. Minhart's got a runner on first now with the error by the shortstop. Mitchell, there's a fastball outside, ball 1. Minhart's doing a little gardening on the mound, trying to get his plant foot area squared away. He goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch. There's a drive in the center field. Center fielder's 4, 5, 7 steps back and makes the play, ending the threat, ending the inning, with 1 runner left on for the Brunswick Pirates, but the Richmond Hill Wildcats are still on top, 4-1, going into the top half of the 7th.
So, you guys ain't keeping up with any basketball, and y'all don't have. Well,
Oh, yeah,
know
I mean, don't
you
get me wrong,
have
I've been
any
watching
brackets.
Freddie.
I know me and Paul has brackets.
I didn't do
we-
brackets.
Yeah.
I didn't do brackets because it was so wishy-washy this year. But
Well,
no, I mean,
they're
I've been keeping
busted
up with.
all.
I saw
It
Xavier,
doesn't
the
matter.
number
Yeah,
1 seed, Xavier,
yeah.
go down. I saw Duke literally get defense to death by South Carolina last night. My
I was
gosh,
shocked at that.
what a
I
beautiful,
didn't finish
what
that
a
game out.
beautiful,
I didn't finish the game out. I went
beautiful defensive exhibition last night by South Carolina, and just shut Duke down.
But at halftime, it was
still pretty close. I mean, it was, yeah. I mean, but literally South Carolina came out in that second half and just shut them down. And then KU, of course, wins by 20. So Kansas, the #1 seed, moves up.
Yep.
But we do have some surprises out there in the old NCAA big dance.
North Carolina, barely.
Yeah, North Carolina struggled, but they did. They
Barely.
pulled it out at the end. Again, good teams now. I mean, we're
Yeah.
getting to the Sweet 16. Those games are going to start getting closer. It's not going to be the 20, 30-point blowout. And I'm looking forward to does it start back again Thursday? If Jackson Finley stands in against Treywick. Treywick starts him out with a beautiful breaking pitch for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike here, top half of the 7th. Finley sits back. Nice cutter fastball strike on the outside corner. He's in the hole now. Finley's in the hole, 0-2. But yeah, Freddie, I'm with you, man. It's just been great basketball.
Yeah, it has.
High fastball, he didn't chase. 1-2 now. Yeah, just some absolutely textbook exhibition on defense last night by South Carolina Gamecocks.
Well, they got a good coach.
Nice curveball, called
their
high.
coach has been there before. He knows.
2-2. Yeah. He where did he start out? Utah.
I think it was.
Fastball away, runs full count.
I can't remember, to be honest with you, but
I think
is South Carolina the only SEC team still in it?
no. You still got Kentucky in there. You still got there's a fastball low and inside, swing and a miss, strike 3 on Finley. No, you still got Kentucky. Did Florida win? I know Florida State went down.
Yeah, Florida.
Yes.
I believe
Yep.
Florida won, right?
Number 19, the DH, Casey Green up to bat now.
Now batting, DH
Oh,
number
let's
19,
stop everything right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Stop talking. Stop
Baseball
talking
season,
basketball.
fellas. And you're
Here's
talking to a bunch of
Treywick.
baseball parents who they don't.
Takes first pitch, knee-high strike. Again, Richmond Hill's up by 3 here going in top half of the 7th. And, taking inside. Nice get-me-back fastball. Wasn't vicious about it. Just reminded him that he owns that inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Casey had a nice, healthy cut at that baseball. Came up empty, though, so we're now 1-2 with 1 out. Nobody on for Richmond Hill. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Ball gets away from the catcher, but he pounces on it. Throws down to first for the out. Strike out, throw out by the catcher. It's in the dirt. So that's 2 away now here in the top half of the 7th for Richmond Hill. That brings up the first baseman, Evan Vaughn. What's Evan done tonight, Paul?
Now batting number 23, your first baseman, Evan Vaughn.
Can you talk
Evan-
about it?
oh, yeah,
Can you
he's-
talk about it, brother?
He's
Can I
he's
can
0
I
for
can I
3
give you a
tonight.
little neck massage to relax you a little bit? I understand.
He's 0 for 3. He's flown out, grounded out, and had a strikeout.
Yeah, he's the one that ran the right fielder's legs off in the first inning. But here's a pitch and
That's
high and
ball
away
high.
by Treywick. Treywick's still in there for the Brunswick Pirates in the top half of the 7th. The evens account 1-1. The first pitch was inside, called strike. 2 outs now. Here's the pitch. There's a gorker. That, the first baseman turned and tried to make a heck of a play on. Tried to find himself. Had to turn around and
Couldn't
and
figure
find
out.
the fence. Yeah, he couldn't figure out where the fence was real quick, and
Had his glove turned one way and the ball went the other way.
sure
His
did.
body was turned one way. And
Yeah, gives Evan Vaughn new life. He's got a new sensation right
top
now.
of the 7th here.
It is
Brunswick, Georgia.
top half of the 7th.
These are the ones we got to take advantage of and get a hit right here.
Oh, we could put together a string of hits right here. Kip Gibson on deck for the Wildcats. Evan Vaughn stands back in. Treywick has the ball. Quick herky-jerky motion. Hit him in the gluteus maximus,
Ooh.
and he is making his way down to first base.
There we go, Paul.
That's that big old Maximus.
Hey,
next up-
hey, I'm not talking about the boys maximus. I just said hit him in the gluteus maximus.
Next up, we got Kip Gibson, the catcher.
There's a lot of worse places you could get hit.
Kip's grounded out, had a pop up,
Now batting, your catcher, Kip Gibson.
and we got a courtesy runner, a pinch runner. Actually, a pinch runner for Evan Vaughn.
So it's top of the 7th.
Who's in?
Right here.
Yeah, who's in the run for him? You can't tell.
Nope.
No.
2
Hey,
outs.
turn your back. I'm sorry.
They can probably hear you.
I wanted him to hear me. I wanted him to turn around.
We could definitely hear you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to holler in the microphone. So Richmond Hill's still up 4-1 right now in the top half of the first. Couple of conversations going on with the base running change with the umpire. Stacy is telling the umpire who it is. Gets in there. Kip Gibson, our catcher, comes in, stands in. Treywick still in there for Brunswick, playing with 2 outs with a runner on first. Kip had a clean base hit last at bat, didn't he? Liner in the left. There's a foul
Yes, he did.
right-hand side.
Gorky's right there, wasn't it?
That was not a Gorky.
It wasn't.
And
That was
that's
not
Gorky.
a Gorker.
Oh,
And that's Brandon
Gork.
Becker.
Er.
Brandon Becker's the pinch runner.
Oh, okay, great. Brandon's got a couple stolen bases this year.
Yep. He's
I
done a
don't
lot
know
of
if
pinch
Stacy's
running.
going to be that aggressive right here with 2 outs, though, but he may
No, I
be. Try
doubt
to get a
that.
runner and just go, hey, you never know. You know how Stacy can be aggressive in times that you're usually not. There's the pitch. Breaking pitch, taken. Missed low.
Catcher.
1-1.
Catcher held that for a second. He was hoping to get the call.
Count goes 1-1, 2 outs. Top half of the 7th. Richmond Hill up 4-1. Runner on first. Treywick still standing in for the Brunswick Pirates on the mound, and Kip Gibson at the plate, our catcher. Here's the pitch. There's a drive into right field, getting down and foul by about 3 feet. So there would have been trouble into the right field corner, but it does go foul 3 foot. Everybody will go back and we'll do it all over again with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at the top half of the 7th. My mouth is getting a little dry.
Yeah, where's your
there's
drink?
some water right here.
Yeah, I bought.
I'm
got a water.
teasing. I've
You
just
got
been talking my
Paul's water.
brains out, man. I just, oh my God. 2 guys sitting next to me going, God, will he ever shut up?
Well, get it all
One
out
and
of your system.
I know
I'm
I
riding
am.
home with you.
1 and 2. Yeah, I'm on the road like a rock star for the rest of the week. Here's the pitch. There's a drive to the shortstop, 4-hopper. He bobbles it, but comes up, gets the speedy Kip Gibson
Hey,
going
there
down
you
the
go.
line by about a full step. But that ends the inning and the threat for the Richmond Hill Wildcats. But we're still up now, 4-1. We leave 1 on in that inning. And we go to the bottom half of the inning with the Richmond Hill Wildcats up 4-1 over the Brunswick Pirates.
Hey, we want to thank our
Michael
sponsors.
Menhart coming back in. Sorry, Freddie, my
That's
bad.
okay. Go ahead. We want to thank our
Yeah,
sponsors: Cone Cranes, Waterways Township, Expert Care, Urgent Care, in 2 locations, Savannah and Richmond Hill. Trace Palmer Chiropractic, they're in Richmond Hill. Smoking Pig, they have 2 locations now to serve you. One in Richmond Hill, US 17 and I-95, and I-95 at Midway. My grandfather's Lou and his place over there. Go by there and get a, what is it, a fresh cut and a hot shave? Or a hot shave and a fresh cut?
Go see Big Lou.
Yeah.
Lou.
Granger Honda over there on Chatham Parkway. So nobody's a stranger at Granger. Go over there and get you a set of wheels. So we're here in Brunswick, Georgia. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning at the score of 4-1, Richmond Hill. Been a good game. Happy first day of spring if you just tuned in to Low Country Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. We have Tim Milhorn, our play-by-play, him and Paul Green. I'm just filling in.
I'm just the guy they love to make fun of, that's all.
Just the guy we love to laugh at.
Gorker.
I mean, laugh with.
It's a Gorker in the right
Gorker,
field.
okay.
Gorker.
Yeah. If you
That's
say
it.
so, Tim.
That's it.
We'll take your word. for
Highly
it.
technical baseball terms, man.
Yeah, it was on Bull Durham.
It was.
Yeah, so it had to be real.
It was.
Yes, sir. I'm with you. I'm agreeing every word.
Now I'm trying to think of what other movie was a baseball movie it was in.
Well, when I get a moment, I'm Googling it.
What's the one? With Charlie Sheen and
So we got 7-8-9 up now. 7-8-9 should be a good inning for Michael Menhart here if he can close it out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Goff had a clean base hit with him the last at bat. He jumped on a first pitch fastball, drove it into left field, turned it over as a line drive. It was quite the ordeal.
So this is the first region game and the first of 3 games with Brunswick back to back. We'll be back in Richmond Hill
Wednesday night.
Wednesday at 6.
And then back here Friday night.
Back here Friday night.
And I apologize that I'm going to miss the Wednesday night game. I will be in beautiful New Jersey.
Beautiful New Jersey. Matter of fact, I got some friends of mine is parked in my yard right now, headed back to New Jersey. Some snowbirds is what I call them.
I got you. Golf stands in against Michael Minhart. Minhart's going to finish up here. Here's the pitch. First pitch, fastball inside. Taken low.
They're
1 ball, no strikes.
Some friends of mine, they come through and stay a couple nights and visit
low
on the way
again.
down to Florida and on the way back. So
2-0.
They're cooking dinner.
Those are the best friends in the world. Here's the pitch in the line. There's a pop file right side. Looks like it's heading for my truck.
Bam! Right on your hood.
Ooh! It did get somebody's car. Ooh. Minhart now 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. That did, man.
I know.
Oh, that made me cringe. Some little white sedan out there just took it off the chin.
Got a $400 deductible.
Yeah. Called strike on the inside. Evens the count at 2-2. The crowd did not like that call. The count evens 2-2 now. No outs. Bottom half of the 7th. Golf stands in against Minhart. Minhart winds. Here's the pitch.
Oh,
that's all. Just a bit high and away, all the way to the backstop. Count evens at 3-2.
It had to slip out of his hands.
You don't have the zip, 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 zip.
So he's getting on up there on his pitch count now.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go ahead and let him go. Kip Gibson takes a moment, goes out, and talks to his pitcher. I don't know if he crossed him up a little bit, but I don't know if Kip knew that one was coming, or he just held on to it just a little bit too long.
They got some good sound effects.
Oh yeah, great sound effects. Crickets in the background.
We got to borrow these sound effects.
Got the swamp thing going on. I love it. Hoot owl, swamp thing. Waiting on the conversation. Umpires didn't have to break it up.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Kip comes back, full count. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a drive to 1 hopper to Will.
Yes.
It's always
Will
good
makes
when
a
you get that.
play. Will McGrath makes a play over the first, and Evan Vaughn stretches and makes the play and makes the catch for the first out of the inning here in the bottom half of the 7th.
1 down. In the bottom of the 7th, 4-1.
Landon Clayton, the senior.
Yep, he's had
number 26.
A ground out, and he had a single last at bat.
Had a clean single into left field last time. Nice inside-out swing. Good pitch from Minhart, taking inside and low. He laid off of it.
Big boy batting left-handed.
He is a big kid, senior. Batting down in the 8th spot. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called inside strike. Pour me in, get me over. Throw it over his head again by Kip Gibson into second base.
1-1-1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Trip ones.
So I didn't get a score from the JV or 9th grade.
You did not?
No, I haven't got a score.
Minhart comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got fouled back to the catcher. Kip Gibson takes one off the face mask. That's always a fun feeling. Makes you numb for a minute. Umpire gives Kip a second. Thought he was going to come out and dust the plate off, but Kip turns around and retreats back behind home plate, nods his head, tells him he's okay. 1-1, 1 out. I think it counts 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the inside. Kip knocks it down, throws down to first. Evan Vaughn makes the play, and there's a strikeout. Throw me out for the second out of the inning. That brings up their number 9 hitter.
Yeah, go ahead and say that one.
No, that's all right.
Yeah. No, you've said it.
Nugenbauer.
Nugenbauer.
There you go. Perfect.
He had a
number 8 in your program, but number 1 in your hearts. Nugenbauer. Here's the wind in the pitch. Breaking pitch, called strike on the outside corner. Again, Minhart's being very, very, very conservative with his pitch count. Again, breaking pitch.
Another beautiful pitch.
0-2 now. Minhart's feeling it. He wants to go ahead and close it down. Nugenbauer steps out. He's taking his time. He's going to wait for the umpire to tell him to get into the box. Umpire tells him to get into the box, and he does. Minhart comes set. Takes a big breath. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fastball. Bang.
Wildcats
Ball
win.
game. Wildcats win.
Hey, we want to thank you for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. There's a big W on the
Board for the first region game of the
There you
Wildcats,
go. That's
4-1 over the Brunswick Pirates. Gentlemen, thank you so much for having us here. Look forward to coming back on Friday night.
We want to throw out some of our love to our sponsors, Cone Cranes, here in Garden City. You want to look them up or call them at 912-963-0610. Waterways Township, waterwaystownship.com. You can look them up on the web or go visit Vance and them. They'll give you a personal tour of Waterways Township. Expert Care, Urgent Care, 2 places you can go. Savannah and Richmond Hill. Go check them out or get seen at Expert Care Urgent Care. You can call them in Richmond Hill at 912-756-2273. Hallmark Chiropractic in Richmond Hill. You can find them at 11400 Ford Avenue, Richmond Hill, or you can call Trace and the gang over there at 912-756-3433. Smoking Pig in Richmond Hill and in Midway. You can find them at US 17 and 995 at exit 87 there in Richmond Hill, or you can find them at Midway and I-95 now. But you can call them 912-756-7850. Thank you, Smoking Pig. My grandfather's place, full service barbershop and salon. You can call Lou over there and get a fresh cut and a shave. You can find Lou at my grandfather's place at 11252 Ford Avenue in Richmond Hill, or 912-756-7959, or Miter Surveying. Been serving in the Low Country for a while. If you need anything surveyed, give Miter Surveying a call. Thanks for tuning in to Low Country Radio. Thanks for all our sponsors. Thanks for all our listeners. We're going to say good night and God bless, and we're going to pack up and we're going to head back to Richmond Hill.